We want to know who's up late with us, watching some Indian softball tonight here on Go Clarke TV, powered by U.S. Cellular Advantage. Comment in to our Clarke County Hospital and Clinic's comments section, brought to you by Clarke County Hospital, dedicated to providing high-quality, patient-centered health care to our community. Let us know who's been hanging out with us here and seeing if the Indians can pull an upset in this Class 3A Region 8 quarterfinal presented by Hy-Vee and Osceola. They got the draw of the number 5 team in Class 3A and a familiar foe at that in the Albia Lady Dees. Grace Pence leads it off against Abby Nash, and she takes strike one at the knees. And tell you what, while Pence is going to grab the headlines with 13 strikeouts through 5 innings, and rightfully so, there needs to be more than a tip of the cap to number 22 in white out there. She has been stellar through 4+ innings as Pence, a little cue shot foul, will fall behind 0-2. She grounded back to Nash. Her only time up. Albia 25-3. It's their 11th season of the past 12. They have reached 20 or more wins. Their most wins since they put 27 on the board in 2019, chasing another state tournament appearance. It would be their 3rd of this decade. Ground ball back up the middle. That is the first base hit of the night, and it belongs to the opposing pitcher. Grace Pence sends a worm burner back up the dirt. As you see it again on the Clarke County Hospital and Clinic's instant replay. Up in the zone, Pence didn't try to do too much with it. Just rolled it right over the top of the second base bag for the leadoff batter to reach, as she will give way to the courtesy runner, Maddie Montgomery. She is a rising freshman herself, just wrapped up her 8th grade year, has scored 4 runs on the season in this role. This her 8th appearance overall now on the year. So Nash was able to work around the leadoff batter reaching in the 4th. That was on a defensive error. Brooke Rubel will bat, but is first going to have a word with her head coach, Larry Achenbach. Struck out swinging, one of the 3 strikeouts that Abby has recorded thus far tonight. While they chat, thank you to Stony Oak Properties, proud supporter of Clarke Indians athletics here on Go Clarke TV. I would also be remiss not to mention the fact that here between innings, we had our 5th inning stretch. Of course, 7-inning game. That would be comparable to your 7th inning stretch. As Rubel shows bunt, fouls it off. Our 5th inning stretch brought to you by the Iron Horse Neighborhood Grill. For a great meal in an upscale casual setting, stop in at Iron Horse, 123 South Main Street on the Square in Osceola, which I know right now is all tore up, but they are still pumping out some fantastic meals there at the Iron Horse Neighborhood Grill. Stop in and see them. Deborah Snell still watching. Saying, keep going, girls. You're doing awesome. Goose eggs on the board here in Albia. 1-1 lifted in the air on the infield. Macy McCoy coming on, has it for out number 1. That's a big first out for Nash, especially after Pence recorded the first hit of the game off of her in the last at bat. Now Zanoni. Last time she was in the box, we went into a, what was it, about 45-minute lightning delay or so? 50-minute lightning delay? Let's hope that's not a repeat of history here inside 1-0. Ultimately, when we came back to action, she walked and then had the inning end back in the bottom of the 3rd with her catching, or her being caught stealing second. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. It was just the 8th time this year Zanoni had drawn a walk. One fouled back, and Nash gets out in front. This Albia team, one thing they also have excelled at is obviously the batting average speaks for itself. 378, 5th best in the class, averaging 7 runs a game. They also have been able to avoid those inning killers, those strikeouts. They're 4th best in the class limiting strikeouts in the box. This one in foul territory. Some real estate to work with. That's a great grab by Maddie Youngs by the chain link. Excuse me. She gave all-out effort earlier in this game, going head first into the fence after a foul ball. This time, she's able to track it down. What an effort there by Youngs, as Zanoni is retired, and that leaves the inning to Lilly DeMoss. One of the 3 strikeouts Nash has tonight. First one bounced in. Great stop by Shaw. It was just the 9th time this year that DeMoss had gone down on strikes in that first at bat. Addie Hill, representing the leadoff spot in the order, waits on deck for Albia. Will we see her here in the 5th, or not till the top of the 6th? Or bottom of the 6th, I should say. That's at the letters, 1-1. Top of the 6th. Clarke will have 8, 9, and 1 in the lineup. Two and 1 now on DeMoss. 19 runs batted in. One of 6 Lady Dees with 19 or more RBI. That is what's so dangerous about this team. Ground ball foul down the third base line. Gave Larry Achenbach a little reason to move his feet, besides the line dancing earlier during the lightning delay. I saw Coach. He was hitting the cha-cha slide a little bit across the field. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes on DeMoss, the 9-hole hitter for the Lady Dees. Runner on first is Maddie Montgomery, courtesy running for Grace Pence, who put a leadoff single back up the middle. She has not moved from that spot. The 2-2 fouled back. Let's do it again, shall we? Nash trying to put up a goose egg for a 5th straight inning. DeMoss crushes this ball to left field. It's off the wall. Montgomery got a great jump with 2 outs. Here comes the throw. There will not be one to the plate. And it is the Lady Dees sophomore that comes through with the biggest hit of the game thus far. That is her 6th double of the season, RBI number 20, and she was a couple feet away from making this a 2-0 game. So as if there wasn't already a lot of energy in that Albia dugout, that just adds fuel to the fire there from DeMoss. Down in the dirt to start the at-bat to Hill, who reached on an error last time up. 0 for 2 in the game. That's in there for strike 1. This is the big focal point of especially postseason softball. Don't let the 1-run inning turn in to the big inning. Still got 2 outs here. Ground ball over to Graves. She's got it. Throw to first, and Hill is retired. Well done by Nash to bounce back. But the Albia Lady Dees do strike first on the 2-out, 2-strike RBI double from Lilly DeMoss. The Lady Dees grab the lead through 5 here at the Monroe County Sports Complex.